and murdering people for trying to flee and for obeying a command to leave the area, and then shooting her in the face like that after she drops her kid off at school. We have to show up with guns. We have to. There's no other way around it. I don't care if I don't have a Minnesota carry permit. I'm unarmed right now, but this is the last time I show up to face these guys without a weapon. There's no way. I got shot with a pepper ball 5 minutes after walking in here. I never laid a finger on them. I never raised a hand to them. I've only been using my voice. The time for speaking is over. The time for niceties is over. The time for peace is over. They fired the first shot. It is time to end this shit by any means necessary.
You're talking about, potentially going to a dark place in this country. Do you foresee
We're there. This is the dark place. This is the dark time. We have people being sent to Salvadorian concentration camps. We got other countries being raided for their oil. We're in the dark time. There's no way out of this. There's no voting our way out of this. We can't wait till November. There's no waiting to the ballot box. We need to get to the bullet box. That's the only way. If there was another way, I'd be advocating for it. I've spoken peacefully. I've marched peacefully. I marched without Sharpton. I marched on Washington. I've been peaceful. I've acted peacefully. The time for peace is over. The time for any means necessary is right now.
It's a powerful, powerful message that you're delivering.
Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rekahakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the 1/3 remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity, scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you I say shalom, Lord willing. This video is edifying. It's going to be sitting around this video that you see on the screen. And, I think, personal opinion, this guy might be a agent provocateur, a hired hand to help spread this spirit and this mindset. Okay. And, both parties, have their part to play in this, because on one side you got the left who are, promoting this, right, which is meeting force with force. And then on the right side, you got DT promoting aggression and antagonizing the other side. Okay? But ultimately, they know where this is leading to. All right? And they need this because it's either revolution or civil war. Right? And they're not going to have it be the first one. Right? And also the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, has said long ago that this will happen to America. Right? A man's foes should be they of his own household. Right? And that's exactly what a civil war would look like in 2026. Okay? People in your own house ready to pick up arms and go against you because of the political alignment you identify yourself with. And it's beautiful, right? And, the more these different encounters happen, it looks like Minnesota is a big staging ground for all of what's happening. For whatever reason, They're using that state, which is a major majority Democratic state, to do this. And, we're going to see what happens. Grab your popcorn. This is Matthew 12:25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And that's exactly what we're seeing here in America, right? Babylon the Great. Everyone's divided. There is no common ground. There is no mutual understanding. Okay. And then you have these different events taking place, which is further deepening that division. All right. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? See? And it's a spirit, man. It's like every other day this is in the headline. So they're pushing this. It's very critical to not get caught up in this, because they might, they're going to, milk this, man. They're going to juice this. All right. Rumor has it they're going to release Derek Chauvin, right? The killer of George Floyd. Right. So they're trying to piss people off so then they can come in with that reactionary force. OK. All of this is just a setup on the next play. Right. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And it's not going to stand. OK. But the Lord, he said that it was going to go this way. All right. And look what is exactly what's happening. Then shall it be known that a prophet have been amongst you. OK. Only particular men have been going into this, man. And that's starting off with the apostles and elders, great millstone on down, have been focused solely on prophecy. These other guys, where's the, the prophecy, man. It ain't about numbers. It's about doctrine. All right. And hey, the Lord is revealing who he's been dealing with the whole time. OK, because we've been going into this Jacob's trouble. This is, Jake, they going to try to pull you into it, man. They will pull you into it. OK, ain't nobody more emotional than you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. OK, so just wait for it to happen. That's why they're targeting, ISIS targeting Jake. OK. So it's a play on you, man. And a lot of Jakes ain't going to see it, and they're going to fall right into it. This is Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, right? That's a civil war, domestic dispute, okay, that will be hashed out with violence, okay? Great violence in which America has never seen before. The world has never seen before. This is going to turn into something unprecedented, okay? When it hits the fan, when the cat's out the bag, okay, this is going to be something that no one ever saw coming because, it's never happened. It's not going to be like the first Civil War, all right? And back then, people had more morality. They had a lot of things that were similar to each other. Now, one side believes that a woman is whatever, identifies as one, right? And then the other one is, the exact opposite, okay? That's why you got these movements like the Red Pill movement. All right. All of it is culminating. Okay. All of it's culminating. One side is more on a, socialist standpoint, and the other one is, absolute billionaire dominated, right? Even though it's always been that way, but Trump is coming with straight up just oligarchy, rule, elite rule. Okay, tax breaks for the elite rich or for the super rich. All right, choking out the middle class, which has been going on, but Trump is really coming with the pressure, man. Okay. Threatening to get rid of certain government subsidies. All right. So you can be further divided, man. Okay. And these elites are pinning, these everyday Americans against each other perfectly. Right. There is a true deepening. It's a true hatred there, man, for the other side. So they're not going to have any pity upon each other, man. This is Revelations 18:10, standing afar off. No, Salakia. This is Revelations 18:21. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. So thus with violence shall Babylon, a.k.a. America, be thrown down. Okay? This place is going to have a very bloody end all the way up until its thermonuclear destruction. Okay? It's just going to continue to escalate all the way up until that point, to where this place is, turned into the world's largest desert. All right? Cascading events, one after another, after another, after another, which is going to lead up to the inevitable. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hand. And that's going to happen here on the shores of America, between Americans. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's what he's promoting, actually. He's promoting directly that, okay? And there's going to be more agitators and people like him, okay, that are genuinely like him. People are about to start doing some crazy shit. It would be wise to stay away from those protests. So like you. All right. If you a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, this ain't your fight, man. Just, sit it out. Because if you go down there and get involved, best believe something going to pop off one of these days. And the reaction is going to be much greater than the actual action. Okay, now, Esau he's about ready. He's already got all these troops ready. He's showing that he has the ability to pretty much persecute you through ICE. So imagine what he's not showing you. And whatever he's not showing you, it will be seen after you retaliate. So with that, I give all praise and glory to you. How about Shemel Shah, Shem Rakakudash, Wa Abba Babal, and DTA DTN.